Greetings and welcome to a very special sacred edition of Office Hours with Dr. G. Tonight is a monumental night. Empress Chakra, rare bird Ningrat, is bringing forth a declaration calling for all clan mothers to join in making a public declaration of restoration back to the land. Empress Chakra, rare bird Ningrat, is head of state and office holder for the Cherokee Nation State. She founded the 12 Steps to Sovereignty classes in 2022, whose mission is bringing individuals back to their sovereignty, soul reign that governs us. She founded Gnosis in 2021, which provides in-depth knowledge about the public and private side of ourselves from a metaphysical perspective. Empress Rarebird says she is here to serve at the pleasure of the indigenous people. I'm going to present to some and now introduce to others Empress Chakra, rare bird Ningrat. Empress, welcome. So let me put you, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm well myself. I'm going to step out of the way. I'm good. It's been a very impactful day with a lot of us wanting to know, how to get on and be a part of this momentous occasion. And I am honored that you have chosen to have this declaration or make this declaration on this platform. I truly appreciate that. And I know you have instructions that you would like to, I want to bring those up.
We would like to see if we got enough to get started. I would like to get started.
Well, we have over almost 700 people.
Oh my goodness.
675 plus. So yeah, I think we probably have 100 sisters or more in that.
Okay, you said we already got how many in there?
676 I can see.
676. Oh my
691
goodness.
is going up. So
all right, it's going up.
Right.
So it's 8:06 now. So let's say we just chit chat until about 8:15 to give people enough time to come in, and that's about maybe 9 minutes away. So if you like, let's have a conversation about the excitement in the air and what we are looking to accomplish tonight. I'm gonna interview you.
Okay, but you're the one making the presentation. But Empress, you have the floor. So whatever you choose to do, please.
I said I want to interview you. I want to know what is your excitement about, and what do you think that you want to that you desire out of the reading tonight?
Well, I would say this. Mainly and first and foremost, more than anything, unity, that we will come to a common union agreement of now is the time, it's beyond time, been past time to restore back to us that which was taken. And so I know that a lot of us see things from different perspectives and what we call ourselves and so forth, but when we can find the common ground and let the land be that common ground, we can deal with all of the names and the titles and the labels and all of that at another day. But if we could just come to a common ground on that, we need to restore the land back to, we need the land restored back to us, to our indigenous people to us so that we can rebuild that which was destroyed. And I don't want to say destroyed, but which was, it's not destroyed.
Right.
So it's been hidden.
Yeah.
It's been hijacked.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, excuse me. I have something in my tooth. But yeah, so if we can do that, we can restore that. That's the foundation. You need something on which to build upon.
That's correct.
And I firmly believe that what you're doing, it takes courage, it takes drive, and it really takes purpose beyond everything else. I don't care what anybody else says. If it's not your purpose, you won't be able to do anything. But when you have a purpose, and clearly you do have a purpose, and you are sacrificing, your time, your well-being, your finances, and so forth to do what is coming down to you to do, then there's nothing that can stop you. And I know there are lots, people, not everybody's going to agree, with how it's presented, but at the end of the day, you're following your purpose, and you're doing it, like you said, to serve the people. And that's what excites me. And this platform, while people have, pegged us as one thing versus another, but we're universal. I hear from different people with different perspectives and different processes and so forth. And I see a piece of the pie or the puzzle in everything I hear. I can't discredit anyone. And I believe that when we all sit at the table, we're going to be able to bring those pieces, but we need a table to sit at.
That's correct.
We need land to stand on. Mm-hmm. And we can bring those pieces and have that unity and have that renewed sense of we are restoring and healing the land. There's a scripture, and I know people don't want to hear it, but it says, if my people, which are called by my name, would humble themselves, pray, meditate, whatever, seek my face, whoever your most high is. It says, and turn from their wicked ways. And we have some wicked ways, all of us. Yeah. It says, then I'm going to hear from on high, and I'm going to, I'm going to forgive them and heal them. And it's time for us to be healed.
That's correct. I'm so glad that you brought some valid points up, because we can always dwell on the differences. If we can dwell on the similarities and what we have in common and just focus on that instead of tearing each other down, we're the only race of people that I can see right now on this earth that are doing that to each other. It's time, it's healing time now. It seems like folks ought to be tired of fighting and doing all of that. But if you choose to not to be part of this awakening process and this gathering up of all the tribal nations, my work is to give it back to the rightful people. I'm not here to govern it or to hoard it and to hold on to it, but my work as the foundation, as you can see, that it's the people of the Shalagi Cherokee Nation Pure Trust Foundation. I think that's the biggest part that people are missing, that everything is held in trust so that it can be returned back to the rightful tribal nations, the rightful people, so that these the resources that are connected to these 5,000 plus tribal nations can be restored and redeemed back, but they can only be redeemed back through the feminine energy, through the matriarch system. And that's that's the first things first. Everybody's talking about, oh, well, I'm losing my house. What are you going to do about that? I'm not here to fix that, but I am here to give you and help you have the resources restored back to you where that won't matter. Because all that mortgage stuff, all the other stuff, it's going to go away. But we got to do first things first. We got to be put back on the land. We got to make our declaration. That is the beginning. People want to jump all the way from where we need to be, all the way somewhere else, all to know that, the foundation, like you said, it has to be put first, so that we can build on the foundation, and then we can go to places that we need to go. And all the other stuff is being worked out. I promise you it is. If you all have not seen all the receipts that's been going on all over this world right now because I'm taking this seat, well, you must be blind or can't hear. Okay? But I'm not here to do anything but to give it back. I've been entrusted to give it back. That's my work through this foundation, is to give it back and to establish order. Re-establish the order of a thing prior before 1492. With that, I yield.
All right. Well, we have over 900 people in the chat, and like I said, I'm pretty sure we have 100 plus matriarchs and clan mothers. And before you get started, and I'm going to bring up the instructions that you are going to share with us.
Sure.
Would you please, for clarification's sake, for those, because I've been getting calls about who is a clan mother?
Well, a clan mother is anyone who is born on this land that was original people on this land. A clan mother is someone who oversees the family business, and to take care of the family in the tribal business of that tribe. She is the person, the matriarch of that family or that tribal family. Okay, so that's what that is. They're like me. They're like the head of state. They're the one that will go and be a delegate for their family members, for their tribal members. They report back to the members of the clan or the members of the family.
So in cases where there might just be one, I had a sister call me today, and she said, I'm sort of a lone person, as far as I'm not person, but I'm the only one consciously looking at this in my family. I want those sisters that are on who are like that to know that that may be you, just because there's not 100 folks in the clan. Right. And we're gonna get away from family. Since we're talking about straight, because we know family, if you look up the etymology of family, it says a household of slaves. We are not a household of slaves.
No, we're not.
So we do correct ourselves on the family thing, but we're saying the clan or the kinfolk. Yeah. When the kinfolk get together, you may be the lone one for yourself, but if you're standing in proxy for even those kinfolk that are not conscious, then you're clan mother.
That's right.
If you're you may not be the eldest, but if you're the one out there fighting for, bringing and restoring back to the clan those things that need to be the truth, and you're a clan mother. Am I correct?
You are correct, and that it's not an age. It's not based on age, because I know some folks more seasoned than you and me, and they're not in the right frame of mind to actually be that. So we are looking for the one that will take the ball and hold it and keep it on behalf of the family, and help restore what they can with the resources and stuff that are going to be coming down soon.
Right. And so then, and some might ask, and so now we're getting ready to I know you get ready to get started. I believe as time goes forward, you have a connection to what we're going to be doing tonight, and what a lot of folks are looking for with regard to Nasara and Jasara and things like that, because I know a lot of people are holding on to things. They're waiting for redemptions and so forth, but you're well aware of those things are you
You
not?
heard me talking about them today. Speaking
Yes,
of them, when you happened to
yes,
call while I was on my conference call. So yes, I'm much aware, and I'm much more connected than people think. If they just quit fussing and trying to find fault in me and see what's really going on, they wouldn't fight and fuss with me
right, right, right.
and
Well,
try to discredit me because of whatever reason. I really don't get hung up on that. But I believe in first things first. I believe in get your head right and get your heart right. Because if you don't, if you get $1 trillion to put in your hand, what you gonna do? You gonna go out there and you're gonna give it right back and feed it right back to the same old folks. Okay, so it is about you have to work on yourself and change your train of thought. You can't come to Big Mama's table and think you're gonna snatch something off her table and not respect the source of where it's coming from and doing what is right, because we're looking to get out of this tangled web that we have found ourselves in. So it's a lot that I don't talk about that I'm connected to, and that's just because when you talking in the broad way that you deal with narrow-minded folks, and sometimes folks is not open to what really I'm about. So I don't talk about a whole lot because I've already been bashed just because I said I got a loyal title. You know what I'm saying? So I don't talk about all the other stuff that I'm connected to. They'll just have to wait and see, and then trust that when they see, they be like, oh, they feel so bad about what they said and did towards me and wrong.
yeah, yeah. I mean, we all get it. I get it. Somebody just said I was a fraud, but that's their problem.
Yeah.
They're blocked, so we can move on. I'm going to bring up, and for those who said the music might be a little, somebody said that the music was distracting. We will turn the music off when we get started with the actual reading. If that, not meaning to, we want you to hear everything. It's going to be up on the screen. Now, I know you're going to be reading the declaration and giving us instructions, but I'm sure since it's going to be on the screen, we matriarch sisters can read along with you wherever we are. Is that correct? In addition to our secondary part. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna either you share your screen or I share mine. It doesn't matter.
I'm going to share it. I'm going to bring up your instructions first.
Yes.
And then I'm going to bring up the actual declaration.
Okay, that sounds great.
So we want to get started?
We can. Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to get started? One love, everybody. Well, I'm gonna be standing up so that I can
and I'm going to come off.
And can you make the screen full?
Yes, I can.
And hopefully, well, not hopefully, I have to wear this blue because it's a symbol of the blue house. So I didn't want people to think I don't have other clothes to wear. It's just that I've been told by various councils that they prefer to see me in this. So because this is an official ceremony for such things as this. So let me
okay, so I have your instructions up.
Okay, thank you. And can you widen the screen for me? Just make it full. Yeah. If you go over to the right hand side,
see if I can pull this out.
Yeah, if you go to the right,
I have I have a couple different screens out, so it's trying to see it and scroll it at the same time. It's a little, but here we go.
All right.
All right. So.
All right. So, we have a few house keeping not rules, but for everybody to observe. So first of all, we're going to ask that the men only observe and to acknowledge in the chat by saying I agree in the chat after the reading of the declaration. So we wanted to address the men first. And so we're going to go ahead on and talk about the purpose. The purpose is to allow the feminine energies to flow so that balance can be restored back on this planet. For the reading of this declaration to keep with tribal tradition, this is how we are to proceed. First, I will read the declaration before the gathering of clan mothers in the public domain. Next, after the reading, hold on a minute. Let me go back. You all will be reading with me, okay? And then reading the declaration with me during the public domain, in the public domain, excuse me. And then next, after the reading, we will poll the clan mothers to ensure we have a minimum of 100 clan mothers in agreement via Zoom link that would be given after the reading of this declaration. So therefore, there'll be a recording. So we'll give you the link to come to see me on a Zoom so that you can put your agreement in and declare that you agree with the declaration. And again, we will give you that link to come join me after the reading, okay? Each clan mother attending the reading is to give their name, tribal name, or preferred, but not necessary, their family last name. If you don't know your tribal clan name, and if you agree or disagree, if you disagree, we ask that you give a reason why not to restore the tribal rights to the land. All in agreement, understand the cause of the mother's restoration of tribal authority and need no explanation. Any younger developing matriarchs under 25 will stand in for their big mama by saying which family last name or big mama tribal name, also called the kinfolk name and or nickname, and proceed to give your support as any other clan mother. A minimum of 100 clan mothers will be polled once we conclude. Let the nature take its course, and all things will follow or lead as matriarchs and clan mothers with the right to restore. Oh, you're going too fast. With the right to restore the matriarch at this dawn of new age, the age of Aquarius, where all things shall be made that were before concealed. This is the great renting of the veil that we as clan mothers are obligated and authorized to do the benefit of earth and earth families. Okay. All clan mothers are encouraged to request a copy of the declaration and read it in the public domain on their own platforms. This is not mandatory, but is strongly encouraged to do so at will. Okay. All right. As she we would post the declaration on all social media platforms for access. Rod Hayes, Rising Phoenix, and myself.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to my name.
It wasn't on there. I wasn't sure who was supposed to be
there.
I
did. I put it on there.
Yeah. Okay. So
I put it on the one that I sent over to you.
Okay.
But anyway, it'll be on my platform as well.
All right. All right. And so here we are.
If you don't mind, could you type my name on there and we'll put that back up shortly?
I will
Thank you.
do that. Let me see. Let me make sure. Let me bring up the other document.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Okay, here we go. Oh, where did we go? Y'all have to forgive me. I closed up something. Here we go. All right. And I have to figure out what I'm doing. Window. And let me spread it open. Okay.
Thank you.
So this is what we are to read together with you?
Yes, ma'am, it is. And I just hit the gavel 3 times. And I'll be actually, because I put it in the great book, as everyone can see. So I'm going to read from my great book. And as I read, you all read with me. And we will start by honoring our ancestors. So if you could just take a moment in silence to honor all that has transitioned on, those who are stuck between realms, and for those who are still suffering, and that we honor all our kin, our extended family and friends, for those who are still unconscious, those who are still stuck in 3D, and for those who are light workers that are tired and weary, but yet still on the field for all of us. And those workers who are working to make this transition and doing their part, we thank you in advance. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. This is a public notice of tribal origin, designation, and application for the collective benefit of all clans, knowing or unknowing of the tribal mother's right to assert as tribal right the restoration of the great law, grandfathered in the grandmother clause, which is the mother's right to serve and protect offspring of herself and all other mothers similarly situated. I am Empress Mama Railbird. My tribal territory is Earth, Mother and Matriarch with direct blood ties to the earth and the first earth inhabitants, called in modern science genus Homo or sapien, the root to the matrix being matriarchal, as I, as mother, along with other mothers, are authorized by prime creator to regulate our species DNA by mitochondrial analysis of Y chromosomes to heal, correct, repair, and host those who carry the Y chromosome as responsible fashioners of future generations of men by divine decree and order. As our ancestors spoke into existence all that existed, we, the mothers of the earth, tribes, speaking for Mother Earth, channeling Prime Creator through a pure heart, clear mind, and direct link through life's all portal, called in modern terms the uterus, womb, and mystically as portal of life, that all children, male and female, must come through as children of the earth, sun, moon, and stars, manifest as sentient beings endowed with the genetic code to always restore, maintain, and support a balanced life as a caretaker of the earth and teachers of humanity. We now speak the great liberation of all clans, tribes, and families called in modern law by misnomers of nationals, citizens, voters, and the public, giving false names to intentionally, with malice and forethought, mislead all the earth tribes into unconscious surrender of birthright, inheritance, and sovereign standing before all tribes, with a mother's stern rejection. I, Mama Rarebird, say enough is enough. As a mother and matriarch with the blood and the rights secured by the great law, protected by the great spirit, and enforced by agents of Prime Creator, whom are called angels in righteousness. I say, this is the mother's right to protect, rear, and raise children in a free and open society with reverence for all that is good, fair, and just, in maintaining universal balance on earth among the varying tribes in any and all social conditions. We call for a definite and clear end to public displays of deception and privately held secrets designed to usurp the nature, given, inalienable rights of any and all clans. Clan members and their respective leadership, whom the legal fiction has derailed and undermined from fulfilling tribal functions and proper administration of tribal law. I, Empress Mama Rarebird, call to life and call to light all chiefs being bound, restricted, captured, and held captive, also informing public notice, time stamped, and dated in an archivable format before all clans across the land, according to our tribal traditions of the spoken law, with neither acknowledgement nor approval being needed from the legal fiction now defunct, formerly known as the United States Incorporated. It is by superior jurisdiction and competent disclosure, I and other clan mothers inform the tribes of the orders in agreement with the collective tribes to return to our tribal ways, asserting our oral tradition and inalienable rights, to return all clans back to the great law without delay nor obstruction. Return back all clans back to the great law without delay nor obstruction. I would say that one more time. To return all clans back to the great law without delay nor obstruction. This is my notice. This is my decree, publicly announcing the returning matriarchy and a new beginning across the lands and throughout the earth. It is so, and so it is ordered. Ashe, ashe, ashe. So it and so it is. It is so. Now, I will invite all to, first of all, to go in the chat and put your name and your clan mother's name or your tribal name or your last name, and say you agree in the chat for a public record. And then we need at least 100 women to come on the Zoom link that's provided in the chat room. Am I correct, Dr. G?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The Zoom link is in the chat room that I will be waiting for you shortly to come on to join me on the Zoom, to all clan mothers to come and record on the link on the Zoom that you agree your name and that you agree, so that we'll have your face with the public record, so that it'll be with no doubt that we had the 100+ women. And again, we only need 100+ women to come on, because I will be sitting all night. Would you say, Dr. G? I will be sitting all night, but I will stay as long as I can, even after we do the 100. But I need the women to come on to this Zoom link so that you can start the process of you being acknowledged, that you read the declaration and that you agree.
I put the link, the Zoom link in the chat. Hopefully they see that, can copy it and paste it to go on. I have put the Zoom link in a couple of times, so
okay.
And I'll put it in again.
Yeah, I'll be coming on in about 10 minutes. I want to thank everybody for coming on. I would like for, don't forget to you'll get the declaration on all our platforms, wherever Rod and I and Rising Phoenix is. Again, I don't know what happened to my name. I know I put it on there. I don't know how it disappeared, but it did. But it is going to be on my platform as well. If you would, I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. G. And Dr. G, if you would, if there's any questions in the chat room that I may answer, I would like to do that now.
Okay, I'm gonna see.
Push it back some.
Okay. I'm not seeing questions. I mean, of course, there was some dissension in there, but that's to be expected.
Mhm.
And Shalage means original people, right?
The original
Original people
people
of the
that were
land.
found on this land before 1492.
In general, that was
In
the
general,
yeah,
it was us that were here. We were the melanated people on this land. But
right.
we have to remember that we were usurped by people that look like us, that used
Absolutely.
the other color of folks to put in front while they did their dirt.
Right.
They didn't want the women. They just shut the melanated woman out, and that's what's wrong right now. Is in general women, period, but particularly us.
Right.
We have been shut out of everything and stripped of everything that belonged to us as a matriarch, and that the women were the holders of the land, and we were the holders of the wealth, and we ran the government. And when we ran the government correctly by spirit, by the law of spirit, there wasn't any fighting and all the stuff that we've gone through under the patriarch system. And they stole everything from us and hid everything from us. But now we are now being brought back to our rightful place in society, which is the land and all its resources, that it belongs to us.
Mm-hmm.
There's no woman better than another woman. I'm no better than any other woman on this land. And we have that in common. We had a society that worked for everybody, not just for a few. I'm not saying we didn't have any selfish women. I'm not saying that, but society ran better because we've got the nurturing spirit. After all, we did bring in the nations of people.
Right. Some folks are saying that they don't see the link, but I've posted the link on Facebook and you just look in the chat where you'll see House of Reawakening Minds making a comment. I put the link for the Zoom in maybe 3 or 4 times now, so it's there. I don't know. Somebody's asking me, can I pin it? I don't know how to pin it. I can't pin it from here because I'm not actually on YouTube. I'm actually in StreamYard going to YouTube. So I don't know how to pin it. If somebody sees it, I don't know if they can it's going super fast. Okay. All right.
Okay, so
I'm not sure. I see if you see official House of Reawakening Mind Zoom link for tonight, part 1. I'm it's there. Except for one time when I put my agree in, everything else is the link. You see it under Facebook, you see it under, it's there. So can anybody just say whether they see the link? I've posted it several times. I actually could post it across the page, but I think Empress is it's going to be long. So I can actually put it up as a banner, but I think it's going to be long. Let me see. It's going. Let me see if I can save
I'm
this.
trying to figure out how we can
See, it's so long. It actually, I'm putting it up here, so I'm gonna leave this up here for a minute, you all. If you could type this in, it's a whole bunch of stuff. HTTPS:/2 /. It looks like small US 02 lowercase WEB .zoom ZOOM.US / lowercase j / 83339 499838 question mark lowercase p w d an equal sign lowercase b l z u capital N capital U lowercase w 2 lowercase d capital T capital B lowercase q capital N capital E lowercase p capital L capital Y capital S 9 lowercase m capital S capital D lowercase j lowercase w lowercase b 3 capital F capital W capital U capital T 09.
Okay, so
That's
I'm trying to paste and copy in my TikTok. So I don't know if Vinay is on my TikTok or not.
Oh, here's a question somebody has here. They're saying somebody says they're waiting to get in now, so you're really not over there yet. So some this King Chess asks, why does the allodial title say United States of Africa Republic?
That's not me. I don't know who that is.
Okay, so you don't have that.
I don't know who that is.
All right.
Yes, Phoenix.
Yeah, just so her know, I'm also going to post it on my Instagram page because I know it's going really fast in the comments. People can't catch it. So I've been sending it to individual people, and I'm going to just post it real quick on my IG as well and tag her.
Okay, so Phoenix says she's posting it on what Phoenix?
Raising Phoenix.
I'm going to post it on my Instagram page, and I've been trying to send it to as many individual ladies, but I'm getting ready to put it on my Rising Phoenix Academy page.
Rising Phoenix Academy page.
Yeah, I'm going to tag you in Chief Sick 8 on it, so that way they can hopefully they'll see it.
She's gonna tag it on you, Dr. G, and
okay. And they're saying that the link is not working, but it's probably because you're not logged in yet.
Yeah, I'm getting. I'll go ahead.
It's working, Mama, because I was on it. It's working.
It's working. Okay,
it is working.
Okay, I logged in on it. It's working.
Okay, so I'm getting ready to go ahead and switch over. Okay, thanks, sweetie. Okay, so as many of you as you can, if you don't get on for whatever reason, go ahead and post it on your platform or wherever you may be able to do that, and that would be sufficient too. But I would love to have you all over, and I'm getting ready to log in, so I think I have to come off of TikTok in order to go onto my thing. So let me go on over here and log in.
Anthony Martin. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you so much. So we're going to end this portion, you all, and please head over to the Zoom to make that recording for your public declaration. And we thank you, each and every one. Please share this, the video with others. They may not have been a part of this, but let others see it, because they can still make that declaration along with Empress, even if they're looking at the recording. And we thank you. Appreciate each and every one of you for taking time to be on this monumental, momentous event. Okay, y'all. Thank you. Go head over Thank you. All right, going over to, I'm leaving it up a little bit. The link is at the bottom of the video, y'all.